Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. It's Krista from Hebert's Down Home. If you are new here, welcome. I would love to have you click that subscribe button down below. Today we're going to do a Q&A. So I am out on my back deck this afternoon and the sun is really bright, so I'm hoping I'm not squinting at you too much. I kind of tried to change my angle a little bit. You can hear the wind chimes behind me. First of all, we had a beautiful sunrise this morning that lasted all of about 5 minutes, maybe tops. I got my phone, my cell phone, ran outside, took a picture, went back in to get my camera, and it was gone. So anyway, but it was so gorgeous. The clouds were just right and the colors were so beautiful. So I enjoyed that a lot this morning. I've gotten a few Q&A questions and I am always open to tons more. So give me some more Q&A questions in the comments below and I would love to answer them for you. I have fun with Q&As. I wish that I could do a Q&A with each one of you as I see your names come across sometimes. It's like, I'd love to do a Q&A. I'd like to learn to know you guys too. So anyway, hopefully you're not getting too much wind noise in the camera today, but we're just gonna go with it. I wanted to do this one outside. It's warming up, but not super warm. So I have my coat on, but the sun is warming me up. So anyway, all right, let's get started. So let's jump right in. Pam asks, have you always been a stay-at-home mom? If not, what is your occupation? So I went to college and got a degree in elementary education and early childhood special education with an emphasis in infant toddler intervention and behavior management. That is a mouthful. I went on to teach for 10 years early intervention, which means I went into families' homes and helped them with their infants, toddlers, and preschoolers with special needs. So I loved my job. Loved it. Loved it, loved it, loved it. Bentley was 4 and Peyton was 2 when I became a stay-at-home mom. Peyton decided to ditch the whole daycare gig. He just would not do it. And so it just kind of changed my course. And I'm glad that it did. I really am. I'm glad that I became a stay-at-home mom at that point. We never would have fostered and adopted and had 6 kids and our life would be completely different. I would probably be on more of a career path and I'm glad that I'm not. So that's kind of my occupation story. So I don't know. Someday I may go back to it. We'll see. When the kids get older and I'm a little old lady, I may decide to go back and work with kids again. We'll see what happens. Okay, next question. Joanne asks, what state do you live in? We live in Kansas. So that is where we live. We live in Kansas. And then Joanne also asks, what are some of your favorite YouTube channels? Okay, so right now I am very into Our Tribe of 10. I love that channel. Sarah on Our Tribe of 10 is fun to watch. I just like to see their little adventures each day. And then I love Jay Morrell's Large Family Table, and I have watched her for years and years and years, as long as I can remember. I know she hasn't been on that long, but she's been on for a long time, and I've always enjoyed her videos as well. I also watch Schmovies, and they're a family channel as well. They homeschool, just a neat story. Lots of kids, 7 kids, all pretty young. So I enjoy their channel as well. And then Darcy Isabel. She is hilarious. She just cracks me up every day that she posts. So she doesn't post as often as she used to, but she has videos out a couple times a week and I always watch them because she always makes me laugh. Her personality is funny. She's a minimalist, so it doesn't quite go along with a lot of what I'm into, but she's funny. She's really funny. So anyway, those are my favorite channels. Okay, so this question is actually left over from one of my other Q&As that I did not answer, and so I'm going to answer that now. Lindsay at Family Farmhouse asked, how do you juggle having some children homeschooled and one in public school? So first of all, I'm going to answer that not very well. I am definitely not the head of the PTO, or I don't even know when the PTO meets. Like, I am not super involved at the school because I am super involved with our homeschool. Now, that being said, we make sure that we support our public school child. So we make sure that we go to parent-teacher conferences. We make sure that we go to his concerts and things like that. We don't put forth a lot of extra effort at the public school. We just don't. We are not going to get Parents of the Year for the public school. We're just not. And we're okay with that. We just try to juggle it. The one downfall of having kids in both public school and homeschooled is that our schedule still kind of runs with the public school. Like, we can't just take off and go on vacation or things like that because we have homeschooled children, because we do still have a child in public school. So I do feel like the public school schedule really constrains what we can and can't do, because we want to involve Connor, who is the child that is in public school. And I will say this too, we originally homeschooled everyone, and he homeschools some years and doesn't some years. You know, I think that it's just an individual choice for each child, not just for the child, but for the parents as well. For some children, homeschooling just does not work. And for some children, biological or adopted, it doesn't really matter. Some children it works better, and some children it does not work to homeschool. And so we decided at some point to give up that idea that everybody had to homeschool, and we look at the needs of each individual child and how it's working. So some years we homeschool him, and some years we don't. It just kind of depends on where we're at and what he needs and what we need and what can work for everybody. So anyway, long story, but to answer your question, Lindsay, we don't do it well. We just juggle it the best we can. It does cut into our homeschool schedule and into our homeschool time, but it's just something that we're willing to do to meet the needs of an individual child. So I guess that's kind of, I should just say it that way, but I am not going to be Public School Mom of the Year, that's for sure. So continue to send me Q&A questions. I would love to get them in the comments below any of the videos, and I will put together another Q&A video. I think it's fun to get to know you and for you to get to know me as well. So I love your comments, and I encourage you to keep commenting and keep asking questions. And thank you so much for watching today, and we will see you next time. Bye-bye.